There are two types of debt, good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is when you can't pay something in full and it digs a large hole into your pocket. Some examples of this are college education, financing a car that you obviously can't buy, and paying an expensive contractor to work longer hours than you even can. Good debt is when you can't pay something in full, but you make the debt pour money into your pockets. Some examples of this are about to be covered in this video. But before we get into the video, I must tell you about Honey. Honey is a browser extension that you can install in 2 clicks, and for the rest of your life, when you buy something online, you can get it discounted for the best price on the internet. Literally, Honey will search the whole internet and enter the best promotion or coupon code that it can find in the world. With that money, you can go invest it into an index fund or the S&P 500 with dividends reinvested. Use the link in the description to start saving hundreds of dollars on TVs, super cheap Apple computers, and the list goes on. Hope you enjoy this video, guys. Leave a like, and please don't forget to subscribe with the bell. Okay, this whole video is not scripted, I swear to God. That was all in one take. Alright guys, so the first thing that I wanted to do was kind of introduce you to what good debt really is, and I kind of did that in my intro as you guys just saw, but it wasn't really that clear. So basically, bad debt is stuff that you can't pay back. Good debt is stuff that you can't pay back, but you can find ways to make it pour money back in your pockets, and anyways, clear up that debt. So pretty much, you'll end up putting the debt on someone else's shoulders for buying it in the first place. So I'm going to run you guys through 3 examples and some basic ways that you can start pouring money back into your pockets for debt that you have. So the first one is house hacking. So house hacking is really popular. I saw it on people like Graham Stephan's channel. Like, you guys need to check out that guy. He knows what he's talking about. Really good finance YouTuber. So on his channel, he talked about how he house hacked and he got his house for $0. Like, basically what he did was he rented out a duplex, or he bought a duplex, my bad. There's a difference. You could buy a duplex, triplex, quadruplex, huge house with 2 different sides, or just a house in general. And basically you can just put half of that house out for people to rent and stay in for long periods of time, whether it's putting it on Airbnb or finding sites that allow people to stay for long-term visits, like months. Make sure you're in a big city though, but basically you'll have debt in the beginning because it costs really like a lot of money to buy the houses in general. But once you get the people in and the people start staying there for longer amounts of time, you can start pulling in more money after they basically break even on the investment. So for example, if the house costed $200,000 and they stayed in there for $2,000 a month for 10 months, that's $20,000 already. I think $20,000. And if you wanted to do it to more than a couple people, you could find ways to make it $150 a night on Airbnb, or you could rent out your own place and then go stay in a hotel overnight. Like, honestly, you could just put your room on Airbnb for $200, and then when someone buys your place for the night, or 2 nights or 3 nights, you just stay in like a Marriott or something and just get super luxury experience while they're staying in your cot. Like, that's a pretty good way to have good debt back like in your pockets. The second way is pretty much investing in yourself. Now, there's way too many ways to do this. What you're basically doing is going onto sites like Udemy, or you're learning how to code on Codecademy, or you're hiring a freelancer to teach you skills like Adobe Photoshop or Premiere. I actually teach people and edit for them on Fiverr, but pretty much you can use these platforms first to basically put yourself in debt. But what you learn from those are so important that you can find jobs and ways to pay yourself back. And anyways, you'll just be making a return on an investment in yourself. There's a couple books that you can actually read that sort of define that whole invest in yourself thing. You can buy things like The 4-Hour Work Week, or you can buy How to Win Friends and Influence People. And these books themselves don't really do much, but when you apply them to your daily life and you figure out how to profit off of them, or sort of add them to your daily behavior and kind of influence your actions, you start to see a return on the investment. Like, it actually kind of fits in with your daily work. And my third way to sort of have good debt is it's kind of contrary to popular belief, and it's not something that I consider a third option. It sort of goes off of the first option, which is house hacking. But my third one does not have anything to do with real estate. It sort of has to do with business. So you can invest in products such as vending machines or those candy machines that you put in malls, or you can invest in cars to basically yield a return through services. So pretty much, if I had a vending machine and I bought it for $200, it was used off of a site like OfferUp or something like that, or eBay, I would get the stuff delivered via a truck, and I would like phone up an operation and ask them, hey, can I put my vending machine in your place? So as soon as you transfer your vending machine over there, you stock it up. All of that stuff should cost you around $600. But over the long run, maybe 6-7 months in, you should start seeing such a huge return that it's actually worth it. It's sort of like investing in yourself, but in a different way. The way you can do this with cars is sort of investing in an expensive car and renting it out to people for long term. So pretty much, you could buy yourself a Porsche Boxster, or you could buy yourself a Lamborghini Veneno, or some crazy car like that. Veneno, probably not. It's a pretty expensive car. But you could buy a really, really cheap or really, really expensive. I prefer expensive car. And you can basically just market it towards people that are visiting and want a cool ride for a good scenery or a good view in your town. I live in a really boring town, so this wouldn't work here, but finding a way to buy the car and giving it out to people to like drive for a couple days or weeks would actually increase your return. Over a couple 6 or 7 months, you'd start to see a return on the car. And hey, maybe by then you can actually just keep it to yourself, who knows? But anyway, those are my 3, and those are the differences between good debt and bad debt. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was kind of hard to make because I'm doing school now and everything's kind of mixing up in my brain, but hope I was a little bit clear to you guys on how the differences sort of key together and what you can get from good debt. Anyway guys, leave a like on this video, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys in a new video.